Hello people YouTube, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to the Golf Club 2, and this is the course designer. Now, where should I start? I've actually got a golf course that I'm making. I've called it like a concept course, that's the initial name of it, and I actually started off doing videos on it, where episode 1 was like hole 1, and then hole 2, episode 2, so on and so forth. I got to think it was the 4th hole, and that was before the patch, and I had a lot of crashes on my game. And hole 4 went from being almost finished and almost to the point where I was going to save it, and the game crashed. And since then, I've not really I've played the game more than I've developed courses. But I was lying in my bed one night, and because I run Pixelated Golfers Association, I kind of came up with this idea that I was lying in bed, and it's almost that kind of like an apple falling in your head kind of moment. It just suddenly comes to you, and I thought, what if I build a golf course that is kind of square in design? And that was the whole sort of concept of that. So I've started building a course. Hopefully, I get this finished, and I get it into my Pixelated Golfers. It might even become the home course. And I was actually building this area here of my course, and I had it pretty much. I had this hole 7 and 8 and 9 kind of semi-constructed, and I was just at the point. I don't know how long. Maybe an hour and a half, and I was at the point where I was going to save, and just my game crashed. And as soon as it crashed, I went, "Oh, I should probably have saved that before now." And I lost the progress I made in hole 7, 8 and 9. So I done something on hole 7 here, and in a way maybe it was good that it basically crashed, because it gave an idea to move that from there and move it to the first hole, which would be the kind of opening hole. And I'll show you what I've done. Here's the first hole here, and then you can probably see it from here. As we tee up over the PGA logo, which is Pixelated Golfers Association, and that's the first hole. So that was originally on hole 7, and I thought about it, well, why have it in hole 7 when we really should have it on hole number 1? So there it is, PGA, and that's just done with the bunker tool. This course is really work in progress. I might resculpt this green a little. I don't know. I kind of like the shape of it. It's like a kind of. It's hard to see with the sun there, but it's like an L shape. Wee boat there. I'm always adding stuff to it, but the theme is very regimented, and the greens and bunkers are all square or rectangular or square. That's the theme, and I've actually enjoyed building this course, because you don't have to worry about bunkers. It's either going to be a square bunker or a rectangular bunker. The green, I'm not happy with that green. That green's going to change, I think. Third hole here, par 3 again. I've not added pins. I'm really just trying to. I'm happy with this, but I'm not happy with it. I maybe need to add stuff to it. It just looks a bit. I don't know. I might change certain elements of this. And I've got this big feature here built up, grandstands over there, I've got water over here, I've got this other built up area. This is going to be a par 5. Down to the green there, it's a nice bunker in there. Kind of pixelated bunkers is what I'm calling it. So it's very much a regimented kind of feel. Some of these holes, I really like the look of some of these holes. I think did I try and make that a double tier? I've not really put any slope into the greens. I'm going to do that at a later date. I basically built this course from scratch, meaning that I basically just added holes myself. You can see here this hole goes across here, then we've got this really kind of reverse sawgrass bunker. It's all at the back. So this is a bit that I'm kind of, I say I'm concentrating on, but I'm adding little pathways as well. I just use the spline tool for that, which is quite good. I was actually doing it with the shape tool, but this is the green for the, is this the 9th hole? Yeah, it's the 9th hole. So I'm basically just adding stuff as I go. I think 10th hole's here, it's going to be a little pathway across the water. This section's heavily kind of water based. I made it that way when I made the holes. So really all I'm doing is fleshing it out a little. This here is a kind of, it's kind of interesting shape of fairway. Again, everything in this is really going to be like pixelated in terms of just straight rectangle bunkers. Planting some trees here. I'm just adding stuff as we go. I'd probably like that to be more rough, perhaps. I don't know. So I really planned on doing a lot more in the way of like building. I'm going to do these, a couple more ponderosa. I'm really quite big trees. I quite like them. When I plant trees, I tend to like do it in an area. Like for instance, I'll plant one here, just at the corner of this patch of rough. Adding the walkways just adds a bit more variation to your golf course, I think. But that's how I plant trees. You can do it in clusters, but I think it looks very kind of, I don't know, made up. I usually just plant them, and making these little pathways through the rough is quite a good idea, because if you do hit in the rough, you've actually got a chance of maybe finding one of these better sort of playable lies. But I like to just really plant trees, and then I'll go and pick another type of tree and I'll plant them, and you try and randomise it a little bit. Maybe I'm going to put one just in the corner here. So this is Pixelated Golfers Association Course. I might call it Pixelated Golfers Association Country Club, or either CC or GC, and that's probably going to be the name of it. Put that one there. So building a golf course in this game, I mean, I really like it. I really enjoy it. It's actually, once you get used to the controls, it's quite easy. I might actually redo my cart path. I don't know. Cart paths are good, but they're also, I don't know. I just feel I would rather have like this type of thing. Like walkways, so that you could drive a cart up that. Technically, I think the cart path's just way too. I think it's too big. I don't know. I think it just doesn't look right. I don't think. So I'll show you what I mean. I'll actually do a little pathway to this camera tower. Before I used to do it with the tool, but that's not really a good way to do it. Create surface, rough, and then I use the spline tool. Now basically I can actually make a path here. So we'll go here, and we'll go there, and then we'll turn it. Let's zoom out a little bit, and then you can just basically do this. And then that will make that path through the rough. And then you see there. So it kind of dissects this camera tower. So whoever's filming in the morning, or the tournament, can actually do it that way. And I'll have a path coming off here, I think. There's this hole. And just make a path up to that hole there. It breaks up the rough. It gives it a little bit more sort of feeling, I think. You can just add that all the way down. I mean, one thing that I would do from this tee off area, probably right here, I would make a path and just curve it down and put it there, and that just creates a little path for your tee off. You tee off up there, and you walk down here, and I can actually put like fencing down here if I want, or maybe some plants or rocks. Or I mean, building a course is like a layer. If you ever work in Photoshop, you build stuff up in layers, and that's exactly the same. It's just adding detail all the time. So I'm going to add more trees in here. Create and add trees. So we've got how many ponderosas? So we've got a couple of different shapes. These are maybe kind of younger trees. So maybe we're just going to place these in between the patches of rough I've got here. I like to really place trees individual. It takes a lot of time, but you can be a little bit more creative in the way you place trees. Sometimes you can overdo trees, sometimes you can... I really don't know. I might have open areas of the course, but I like having trees. I like that it kind of makes each hole individual. So let's maybe put another one just up the back here. So you really just try and randomise stuff. You know, putting different trees in is nice. It just mixes it up a little bit. Sometimes it can be hard to get it like natural. Sometimes you can overdo it. Taking the time and placing individual trees is quite a good thing. Also, having the course open as well is not a bad thing either. You know, you want... I mean, I like this hole here is quite nice without trees, but I really don't know. I'm quite a tree person. I like the fact that it makes each hole individual. So let's actually change this up. Let's go to a different style of ponderosa tree. Place a couple of these. Again, I'm just trying to be as random as possible. So yeah, I had a lot of issues with the game crashing, and in fact, while I say that, it's been probably 13 minutes into this video. I'm actually going to save it. So just press save. The game's not actually crashed as much as what it did before the patch. It seems to be a bit more stable after the fact. But it's always kind of handy just to save it. So let's go for something. Let's zoom out a little bit here, see what kind of tree size we're going to get. Some really nice trees in this. I quite like these tall ones. I'll get some cedar trees in here. Yeah, you can resize this tree as well. I don't tend to... Well, if you go triangle button, advanced edit, we can really just alter the height. In fact, we can't actually change the size. Okay. So I'll go back because it basically does a good job as it is. So let's have a tree right here. I mean, tree placement is quite tedious placing trees, but sometimes I think it can be quite therapeutic also. So, as I say, this is going to be hopefully this is going to be the golf course for my society. I want something individual. So this next tee off area down there. Let's just place this tree here. So I just wanted something different, and because we're pixelated golfers, it'd probably be quite nice to have a themed golf course that is basically square. And that I just came up with that in my. I was sleeping one night, or I was trying to get to sleep, and it just came into my head. You know, we could have it so it's very regimented, very like square bunkers and stuff, square greens. And the concept of that is, I mean, you don't always have to have soft edges in a golf course. I think it's quite good to maybe have a golf course that's almost like laid out as if it was made out in a computer, and that's really what I'm going for. That's the kind of style that I want. You know, but I want it to be playable. I want it to be difficult in a way. I don't want it to be easy. So it's going to take a bit of time to build this course. It's not going to be something that's done within the next couple of weeks. I'd like to get it finished in maybe X amount of weeks. I don't know how long that is. It's very kind of, in a broad scale, there's a lot of refining to do. Basically, I've got to get it to a state where I'm happy with it, and that's going to take a lot of tweaking. I need to finish off, as I say, in fact, I'll show you. Let's go out of this. I'll probably show you actually the process. I mean, I build courses, I might build them different from a lot of people. So, for instance, this is hole number 9 that we've made. So let's go to hole 10, right? So hole 10 is a very short par 3. Now I just made this course, tee box there, and then green there, and that's it. And the next hole as well, I've not levelled the tees, which is quite an important thing people need to do, is level tee boxes. And I really just made, I mean, this hole goes up there, and it's roughly laid out. So what I do is, we'll do this par 3. First thing I would do is level the tee boxes. Now, there's a couple of ways you can do this. As you can see there, that tee box is non-existent. It doesn't even have a properly prepared area, and that's what you've got to watch. If you just make a golf course, I think if you do it where it generates the holes, I think it's a little bit better than if you make tee boxes, which is the way I set this course out. So sculpt land, landscape flatten. I would take this tool, and then what I would probably do is, I tend to find that if you advanced edit, you want to advanced edit from this angle, like really straight above, because you get a better scale. So let's scale the Z here. Always press the wrong button. So really you want to get it to where, yeah, right, that's covering all the tee boxes. Let's scale the X here. Let's just expand it a little bit. Right, let's move it up just a touch, maybe even just a bit more, a bit wider, maybe a little bit more, probably about there. Now we want to get the height, and this is, it's probably a little bit more difficult using this tool. Just do that, just raise it just a touch, and that should give us, well, we might want to, wait till we see, let's expand the X a little bit. That's better. So that, I would say that's a nicely prepared tee box. You know, it's flat. You could actually double step it a little bit, but you know, I've just got the basic back tees, a couple of yards extra, a couple of yards extra, a couple of yards extra, closer to the hole. And you could change it up. I could put tee boxes over here if I wanted, give it a completely different angle. You could actually create a course that's not so much based on like skill level. Like, this is playing a much longer par 3 to say playing from here. You could actually make a course that has got this tee, and then you could make a tee over here from a completely different angle, bringing in different elements of the hole. But I'm just really going basic, like straight tees. I could edit some of these at a later date, but that's just prepared the tee box, and as you can see there, nice and flat. So next I go to the green. Now, because this is a theme course of being, pixelated, being square, we could just use this same tool here. And green size is probably actually quite important. What I usually tend to do is I like to prepare the putting area. So this is a very, very flat green here. I don't want any real height in it. So that's as prepared. And I'm probably actually just going to make the putting surface the same. So I'm going to go to create surface, green. And I usually just use the same type of tool, rectangle here, and maybe go a bit there. I'll go right down to the edge. Go there. I thought, let's bring that a little bit smaller. That's a little bit too big. Because this is not a long hole. Let's maybe go a bit here. I actually want to bring it. Let's bring that back again. No, I actually pressed the wrong button there. I actually wanted to delete it and redo it. So let's go back in. I've come out with tool here. Make it just a lot. Select it first. Make it just a little bit bigger, maybe. I want to bring it right on this edge. There we go. Let's do this. So then what I want to do is, because that hole is too far back, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move that. So move green. Just going to bring it back ever so slightly. I'm actually maybe going to put it over here. Okay, so I'm going to add pins, because what I plan to do is, I want like a kind of difficult pin. You can see that slope in there actually. I might actually just put it here. Let's add another pin position. I'll put one over the back here. Again, these pin positions are probably going to change. Because what happens is when you play a course, you probably can work out and say, do you know, that pin position is not as good. Because the greens are not been really sculpted in terms of like break. So that's like a basic pin position. As I say, pin selection is subject to change. Now, I used to do bunkers different. I used to sculpt it, I used to flatten it, and then I used to put the bunker in it. But basically, I just create bunkers, and I simply I'm going to use the little square one here. And really what I want to do here is, there's no real, as I say, it's kind of random. It kind of is in my book. I just want little bunkers off the back here. A little bunker there. A little bunker there. If I'm going to move that one back, it's kind of infringing on the green a little bit. I don't want it to do that. Just put it there. Actually, it looks like a little ghost. It looks like a Pac-Man ghost there. I don't really know if I want to do too many other bunkers. I mean, I could just put a couple in here, just to kind of break it up a little. Just do another one there. And it's very, I'm really not, I mean, I'm not going to say that bunker's not really planned. Sometimes you really just spread them about. I mean, people are going to hit in them. A couple of bunkers there, a couple of bunkers at the back. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take away the fairway in this one. So if we go to hold settings, that's not hold settings, it's in, okay, I need to hover over probably that. Do we have, that's rough, that is rough. So I'm going to actually turn the rough down to small for this, because I don't want that bit to be there. I just want it to be like heavy rough, because it is a par 3 and you're going to be basically, did that not move? Why is that not moved? It's kind of annoying. I don't know why it's not done anything there. Yeah, the rough settings went. I don't know why that bit's still there. That's going to annoy me a little bit, if I'm honest. I kind of don't want that to be there. I don't know what that is. That is rough, I think. I could just make that back bit rough. I might just do that, because that's really going to annoy me a little bit. Create an ad. Create surfaces. Rough. So again, I sometimes use this tool, and I just like to kind of, I don't know, it's just the way I see this golf course becoming. Very kind of, setup's very much the same. So that is, oh right, so that must be fringe, perhaps. So that just kind of shapes it a little bit. Let's just maybe include this one a little bit of rough around it. And it's just really creating, you kind of get to a point where your golf course starts to take on almost like a theme that you do. You try and do it for like most holes. So right, this bit must be fairway. That's the only thing I can think of. Let's go back to edit, because we might be able to. Okay, that's not. That's going to annoy me a little bit, but to be honest, it's not that bad. So that's hole 10. So what I usually do now is, I usually sink my bunkers down just a touch. So I sculpt land, I usually do sculpt flatten, and we use the little square. Let's get this down to the size. Zoom in a little. And I usually get it so that it's roughly about the size of the bunker. And then basically I just drop it down. Sometimes a foot, sometimes I go with a deeper. In fact, I might actually make this one deeper. Oh, that's going to touch the water. So 2 foot I think is the maximum. Okay. So let's not do that as deep, because we're going to get into the water. Do this one. and it just makes the bunker that a little bit. It just sort of defines it a little. No, we can't do that. Right. Because we're quite low to the water, we can't do that. Probably be able to do it with this one. So I do these ones. Again, you can go deeper if you want. You've got to be careful if you're near water. That's the only thing. So again, we can't really. It's quite annoying actually. So we'll just take it down just a touch. I think this is an easier way to do bunkers, if I'm honest. So that's basically how I've been constructing my. That's going to be into it. No, it's not. So I've just sunk them down just a touch. Again, a very basic hole. I'm probably going to put trees around it. I'm probably going to add stuff. But really, basically doing the course at the moment. That's how I've been doing it. Really flattening tees. So these tee boxes are actually not too bad. Although that one there's a bit funny looking. I actually kind of do your tee boxes individual. So you really don't want that. So I would say that you'd raise that up a little bit. And you want your tee box to be fairly flat. So I can actually build this one up a little bit. I can actually sink that down, just make it a bit lower than the other one. Go over there. You can do tee boxes individual, but for me, I think it's quite important for your tee boxes to be kind of uniform in terms of. You don't want a tee box that's got a hill just in front of you. That's just something that you really don't need. So we flattened those boxes out, maybe a little bit different than we did before. A little bit individual. Let's see how it looks. Yeah, that's pretty decent. You can see there's a little step down. Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that. And that's how I've just been doing my holes. Very kind of basic. Trying to maybe cut into the water a little bit. You know, probably even potentially I could make this portion here. We might actually do something like landscape flatten, and we'll do it's a very sharp tool. This one here is pretty good for getting really nice crisp edges. Zoom in a little bit. Let's expand it. Basically like a big cookie cutter almost. I probably want to pinch that off. Maybe just there. Take this down a couple of feet, and that's just going to like cut that away. And there we go. We've got a nice kind of square element to that, which I like. As I say, that's how I want the golf course to look. Very much like made up of squares. Now, do we want to shape? So this is another fairway. I think we actually go and tee up here, and then I think we come back round and we tee up over this lake again. So I might have to move this green just a touch, or what we could do for that hole there, which is the 14th fairway, I might actually just, I could actually take that away. I'm going to cut that away actually, and that should take that away, which basically means we can utilise that for a green potentially. because you can actually individually tweak every hole, like take the fairway away and put it in yourself, or just add it. Sometimes when you custom, when the ad's automatic, you can get it in bits you don't want, like that fairway there, for instance. But now we've got to put fairway in, but that's easy enough. We can also put the fairway, the rough setting. We can actually have it quite maybe a bit more penalising, and that's something that I need to go and tweak. To be honest, I may even take out fairways and do the fairways myself and tweak rough settings, because I want the heavy rough to be there if you really hit offline. So that's that whole kind of taking shape. So basically, that's all I'm really doing. It's kind of random. I can add stuff in here if I want. I'll make a pathway, in fact. So let's create and add surfaces, rough, spline. So we'll take this path here, for instance, and we'll just cut it up through. Let's see where we're going to go. Let's go up here. That'll connect there. Maybe not the best way to go. We could probably actually add a bridge. You know, might actually have to walk round here if we're really honest. In fact, we'll just do that. I'm actually probably going to prepare this. Let's see what we can do here. Do you know what? I'm going to go to the brush tool. Let's make a kind of slightly prepared area. I like to have the tee boxes pretty much. So there we go. Let's do that. Just a bit like rough around the tee box. Smooth this one up. Do the same for this. Might be a little bit offset. So there we go. Now let's go back to our spline tool, and let's make a path here. Let's just see where we need to go. Let's bring it all round here. I like to do it kind of random, almost to just create a little path. So that's walking into that. So let's create that. So I prefer that to a cart path. I think that's, to me, that's like a path to walk on. But a cart path is like boom, it's in your face. It's quite kind of, I think it's almost too bold. So there we go. We hit a shot, we'd walk back and we'd walk round here. So we could actually put a little summer seat maybe in here, and it's just adding stuff all the time. It's really course building. I think, oh, we need to add this, we need to join this. Let's just put it in here. And to do that spline tool, you just press the circle button and it lays the path down. So that just creates a little bit of, an individual way of doing it. Okay, you can walk from here. I might even just join that up to that path. And I like linking all these little bits. It breaks up the rough, and it just gives your course a little bit of a, it just creates something. So from here you could actually do just link that up to that hole. You're almost thinking like, okay, if I play a shot from here to this green, I'm going to walk up this path and play here, and then I'm going to go back and play this hole, and then I'm going to go. It's just a way of getting to the next hole, and it's quite a good little thing to do, and it just makes the course look as if somebody's actually put time into it. So I really don't know. I want to keep this video short. It's nearly 40 minutes. I'm probably going to wrap this up. But that's how Pixelated Golfers Association Country Club's coming. It's probably going to be a country club or a golf club. It's either going to be GC or CC. So it might actually just be called PGA, GC, or CC, and it'll be Pixelated Golfers Association Golf Club or Country Club. But I'm really just adding bits to it. Sometimes when I finish up playing golf at night, I've done a live stream, I'll just maybe open this up. And I really just build holes and build grandstands and add bits to it and take bits away. And there's really so many things that you can do. But I think, do you know what? I'm actually going to delete this cart path. I just don't like it. For me, it's too. I would rather build, a kind of rough type thing path than a cart path. I don't know. I just don't like it. There's just something about it that's too. I don't know. I just think a golf course looks better without a cart path. I mean, you can incorporate it in, but sometimes you've got to flatten it quite a lot, and sometimes I think it can just look a bit naff. So here, I've got this little bit here. I had this bridge here, but do you know what? I think I'm actually going to redesign this bridge. I think I'm going to redesign this bridge as well. So multi-select, let's get this out of the way here. I'm going to redo it. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to redo it. I just select delete. Okay. So there you go. We'll think of making a path here. We'll think of something. But that's Pixelated Golfers. You can see here, this is the 18th. It's not finished. As I said, the plan is to really flesh out the course with bunkers and greens. And then I'm going to get the basic shapes done. And then once I've done that, as you can see there, I quite like this cut out here. Once I've done, flattened the tee boxes, done the basics over the 18 holes, then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go back over the course, and it's probably going to have to get played extensively, meaning that I'm going to have to play test a lot of the holes and go, is that hole nice? Do I want to change it? Do I want to add bunkers in? And probably make notes in each hole as I play it. And then from there, I can maybe say, right, this bunker is good, but I don't like it, I need to change it, I maybe need to add something to it, I need to, there's always something that you can add. And then each hole needs to get played and tested, and they want to put more trees in, they want to take trees away. There's really going to be a complete list. It's going to take me a while to get it to where it's finished, and even when it's finished, I kind of want to play it again and say, do you know what, if I was playing this and it was the first time I'd ever seen it with my own eyes, would I be happy playing this course? I'm looking at it and going, that's quite nice pathway there. The PGA at the start signifying what course it is. But does it play good? And that's what I want. I want it to play like a decent course. So a lot of this through play testing is going to change. Shapes are going to change. It's going to get out tweaking in terms of getting in some breaks in the green. But I want it just to play nice. I don't want it to be easy, but I don't want it to be impossibly hard. I want it to be a nice playable course. So that's Pixelated Golfers Country Club or Golf Club. I haven't really made a decision. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I did a couple of things, nothing really fantastic, but it is really easy to build golf courses in this game. And as I say, you can change the colours of the rough, and I'm going to do that at the end. I might even change the colour scheme a little bit. I've seen some courses where like the rough's maybe a kind of darker colour, like a sort of like burnt grass. I think looks quite nice. But as I say, I'm I've got a lot of decisions to make towards the end. And when I get to that, it'll be what it is. Anyway, guys, this is Pixelated Golfers Association Country Club or Golf Club Dash, or maybe even a different name altogether. I really don't know. I might just be PGA GC. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see if more videos come up soon. Remember to hit subscribe. I'm getting close to 100. I think I'm at 94. So if I could get 100 subscribers past that mark, that would be greatly appreciated. But anyway, guys, take care. Oh, guys and girls. I always say guys. I don't know. As a lot of people say that on YouTube, guys, but it's not. It's the female environment as well. Anyway, people, that's probably the better term because that's how I open my videos. Whole people of YouTube. So, people of YouTube, hope you enjoyed that video and click subscribe, be greatly appreciated, and I'll see you for more videos coming up soon. Take care, people. See you soon. Bye.